Good morning, beloved community. Welcome to One Love Center. My name is Ellen Belinda Suazo, and I am a practitioner for One Love Center in Brooklyn, New York. We are everywhere thanks to technology. And I just want to thank you. We all at One Love Center, Reverend Rodney, Lita, and all the members are welcoming you to One Love Center. And as we always do, before we get started, we like to welcome you with a song of our center, One Love.
Oh, 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 yeah. There's a place where love grows, where the spirit in you knows that you're welcome as you are, shining bright like every star. Come and learn, come and play in the sacred light of day. We're unfolding, growing free in the One Love family. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, one love, one life, one life, one life, one spirit divine. All around, yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome to the sacred space where we honor every face. The splendor of the God in you shining through in all you do. Learning, growing, hand in hand together, we will understand. Prosperous, giving, hearts set free. One love is our destiny. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Welcome home.
Yes. So, welcome to One Love Center. Today, we welcome you on this day for our fourth Sunday of July. And today, we'll be diving into the title, into the theme of a world that values all of who we are. Just keep that in mind, okay? But as we go through, our mission at One Love Center is to provide a welcoming community for all who choose to learn, practice, grow, and play in the unfolding of their understanding of spiritual principles and spiritual living. We envision a world as a sacred environment where spiritual living flourishes through the continual growth and development of learning and application of spiritual principles. And our community has been lovingly created Our community has been lovingly created as a place of fellowship, meditation, prayer, sacred and healing service, musical celebration, classes, workshops, and spiritual films. One Love Center practices compassion in service, love in action, and joyous, prosperous giving. Welcome to our new guests. If this is your first time here, we'll welcome you. If you have been here before, we welcome you as well. We recognize that the splendor of the divine spirit, that is you, please know that we support you in being the best you choose to be in your glorious life. Thank you for celebrating spirit with us today. Welcome to a place where love grows. And yes, love grows here. Just if you want an example, just look at me. Okay. This is where I have been growing for the last few years, since 2011, in One Love Center. And I am so grateful that I found this center. Now, I will ask you to just take a deep breath and allow ourselves to go into the invocation, to invoke the spirit within us, that spirit that anchors us, to remind us of who we are and what we are. So take a deep breath at your own pace. Close your eyes if you choose to. Just be present in that space that you are, wherever you are. The physical place matters, but not as much. What matters is that you can be present in that space and you can be one with it. And so, what I know is that there's not one thing, one person that is not part of the divine spirit. As me, as you, as we. I know that this mind, this light, this power is right here now with each one of us as us. And what I am claiming for this service, for this Sunday celebration, is an unfolding of transformation for each one of us. As I know that the divine within each one of us knows exactly what must be transformed and how it must be transformed. It might be by a phrase, it might be by a sentence, it might be by a word that we speak today. As I allow myself to be the channel of love, the channel of peace, the channel of grace, knowing that God speaks through me, as me, in me. And so as I know that for myself, I know that for you. And I am knowing that technology is working perfectly so we can smoothly broadcast this service and that you can receive its blessing, its wisdom, wherever you are in the world. I also know that Reverend Rodney is taking care of the back studio, and everything is flowing for us. I'm also knowing complete health and speedy recuperation for our beloved leader. I am knowing that her body is saying yes to life. It's saying yes to her next chapter of this life experience. And so what I know for you as well is that you are open to receive all that needs to be received today. As we dive into the theme of a world that works for all of us, that really works for all of us. And so we let it be, and so it is, and now it is. Ashe, amen. And so we dive into the theme of the month, which is the theme of the world open at the top. That's the theme of the year. But today's topic is a world that values all of who we are. And so this morning, I like to start with a profound question. So you can reflect. I invite you to reflect on a simple yet profound question. What kind of world are we creating through the way we relate to ourselves and one another? Once again, what kind of world are we creating? Are you creating through the way you relate to yourself and to others? You know, Ernest Holmes says, I have this quote from Ernest Holmes here. See, okay. He says, the universe is not limited, it is abundant, lavish, extravagant. Nothing can be taken from nor added to. Its creation is the play of life upon itself. Okay? The universe is not limited. It is abundance, lavish, extravagant. Nothing can be taken from or added to it because creation is the play of life upon itself. So, if the universe is already abundant, then perhaps many of the limitations we experience are not created by life itself, but by the stories we believe, the fears we carry, and the way we have learned to separate ourselves from one another. And so healing then is not about earning more of God's love. It's not about fixing. It's about remembering that we have never been separate from it. Can you hear that? You have never been separate from it. You are God. The author and activist Adrienne Mayer Brown, okay, I'm going to bring that quote here. Let me see. Okay, I want to bring out that quote so you can really see it. There it is. She said, we create the patterns of our society through our choices and beliefs and practices. Okay, we create the patterns of our society through our choices and beliefs and practices. You see how she said our practices, right? So if that is true, then every interaction becomes sacred. Every conversation, every choice, every moment of curiosity rather than judgment. Let that sink in. Every moment of curiosity rather than judgment is helping create and shape the world we long to live in. Can you believe that? She continues by saying that a healed society is one where no one has to carry the burden of unjust hardship, and that healing begins at the smallest scale. It starts with ourselves and our closest relationships. That means that it starts at home. It starts with you first, and you will always hear me say that, right? I always say you have to start with you. And then it starts at home with those that you love so dearly, with your children, your partner, or whoever you live with. Okay? That reminds me that peace isn't something that we wait for. It is something that we practice. One conversation at a time, one relationship at a time, one heart at a time. James Baldwin wrote, and I believe I have this quote too, Let's see. Yes. And so now we're going to put it big so you can see it. Okay. You see? Let's see. Let's do this. Come on. Okay. There it is. See? Okay. James says, not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. Again, not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. Interesting, right? So, what is Baldwin inviting us to do? It is saying that healings asks for courage, right? We must look at what is happening in our life. We must look at the challenges. We cannot run from them. We must look at the relationships that we have and where they need mending, where they need apologizing, where they need forgiveness. So the courage to look honestly at ourselves, first of all, to notice when fear becomes judgment, to notice when all wounds become assumptions, to notice when we unknowingly project our pain onto someone else. Adrian Brown reminds us that taking responsibility for our own feelings is an act of love. So it is your business and my business to take responsibility for our feelings. Because when we do that, it's truly an act of love towards ourselves and others. When we understand our emotions, instead of projecting them onto others, we create space for authentic connections. She says that accountable practices can be contagious. And I've seen this in my own relationships. When we become accountable for our own feelings, and we look at our feelings, we look at our emotions, not with judgment, with curiosity, to see what those judgments or to see what those emotions and those feelings are revealing to us. Because if they're coming out, they're not coming for us to judge them. They're coming out. They're showing up so we can look at them with courage. And when we do that, we allow others, we give others the permission to do that. So just imagine that. Imagine that Not sure exactly where I was left, but I'm going to go back into boundaries. Boundaries are the distance at which I can love you and me simultaneously. And this quote is from the teacher Peril Hemphill. He says, boundaries are the distance at which I can love you and me simultaneously. And so, what I know about boundaries is that boundaries are not walls. They are expression of love. They protect authenticity. They allow relationships to become honest instead of resentful. And because we are human, we will sometimes hurt one another. Healing relationships, what I know is that healing relationships require both people, or both countries, or the entire community, offering sincere apologies and being willing to receive them when accountability is real, when it's genuine. Huh? That too is sacred work. That's what I know. That too is sacred work. Let's see. No, right here. Okay. So the ultimately all this points back to a spiritual truth we already know. We know that there's enough love, enough grace, enough compassion, enough life. We know all this. There's no lack of any of it, right? So I'm going to bring Ernest Holmes' quote. And Ernest tells us on page 465 of Science of Mind, he said, this is God in us, knowing itself. This is God in us, knowing itself. We are awakening to the realization that the universe is perfect and complete. It gives, it is love, it is good, and wills only good to all alike. It says to all alike, right? It's not saying to some of us, it's saying to all of us. What does this mean? It's just like the sun, right? When the sun, right here, when the sun shines, it shines equally to all of us. It's not, the sun is not saying, oh, I'm going to shine more to these people that are good, or to this country, or to this family. No, the sun is not judging, it is giving abundantly to all of us. So we can see the sun as an example of what God does for each one of us, through us, in us, and as us. God is all around us. There's not one place that God is not. And we call it God for simplicity. But you can call it whatever you want to. Okay? Call it whatever you want to. It does not matter what you call it. The label limits God. And we're not here to limit it. Right? And so when we truly know this, when we truly know that there's enough for all of us, more than enough for all of us, that there's no scarcity. So then scarcity begins to dissolve. Competition softens. Fear loosens up its grips. And we begin to recognize each person as another expression of the same divine life. Yes, that is so powerful when we can see one another and see that one another is an expression of divine love in a different form, different color, different shape, different sex, but we know, not understand, not it's an understanding beyond human understanding. It's a knowing. It's a knowing that there's only one. So perhaps when we recognize that there's only one life, we are creating a world that works for all of us, for everyone, and does not begin with changing millions of people. It's not about changing people, it's about transforming us. It's about transforming, because what I've learned through my life is that we don't like to change. We don't like to change. So it has come to me that we are here to adjust by our practices, and our practices transform us to be the beings that we're here to be an example so others can emulate, because we are showing them how to be. So perhaps what is yours to do, what is mine and yours to do, is to begin exactly where you are. It is about beginning where you are. So with the next conversation, you can begin with the next conversation that you have with a loved one, with a neighbor, on the plane, wherever you are. This is not in a specific place where you can start these conversations. The next thing is that you can do is that you can apologize to those that need to be apologized to. If you reflect on your life and you can look at where you have been and how you have been acting towards others, and not only towards others, but towards yourself too. Number one, towards yourself, and you can apologize to yourself, forgive yourself first, and then it becomes easier to forgive others. I know that we have a lot of us have been taught to forgive others. That is good, to forgive others and to forgive ourselves. No one, I don't know about you, but no one really told me that I can forgive myself. And I've learned and I practice these days to forgive myself for my shortcomings. And as I do that, it's easier for me to really apologize for others. Because what we do is that we speak with love. And the next thing is that boundaries are speaks with love. Yes, boundaries speaks with love. The next act of curiosity. The next choice to remember that abundance is our true nature. Yes, abundance is our true nature. So may we become people whose presence reminds others that they belong. When you remember that to yourself, now you can be a vessel. Now you can be a channel to show others that they belong to. So I invite us to practice accountability with compassion. I invite us to replace assumptions with curiosity, and that we may honor ourselves and one another with healthy boundaries. And may we awaken together to the truth of divine love, knowing that divine love is abundance. It doesn't compete, it's complete, and it's already expressing itself through each one of us. Remember that. Remember that. And as we remember that each one of us is God, and that divine love is expressing itself through you and me, let's go into our affirmations. So let me bring the affirmation. There you go. So I invite you to take a deep breath, to anchor yourself, and to really take this affirmation in your heart. It is so. I create bridges of understandings, honoring the sacred worth and dignity of every person I meet. Once again, it is so. I create a bridge of understanding, honoring the sacred worth and dignity of every person I meet. Take a deep breath. Next, it is so that I release judgment, embrace curiosity, and welcome every opportunity to deepen authentic relationship. Let's take another deep breath and really anchor this affirmation. It is so that I release judgment, embrace curiosity, and welcome every opportunity to deepen authentic relationship. And repeat this affirmation. It is so that I help co create a world that works for all by seeing the divine in every being and choosing love over fear, unity over division. And in that space of, let me see, we say, it is so, and so it is, and now it is. Ashe. Amen. And in that space of communion, of presence, I invite you to join me in this treatment. A treatment, an affirmative treatment, is a 5-step process. I recognize that I am just one with divine love. I know that there's only one God, one power, one life, one mind. There's only one. There's no two, there's just one. And I remember that I am one as that power, that life, that is God, that I call God, that you might call something else. And when I remember that, I remember that I am one with you. I remember that I am one with nature. I remember that I am one with the animal kingdom. I remember that there's no separation between you and me. And as I remember that, and as I embody that truth, and when I say I am speaking about you, and as I embody that truth about myself, I can recall and I can live life in my truth. I can be an example of, I can be an example to others to live life in curiosity instead of judgment, and to see myself as whole, regardless of what's showing up in my life. Remembering that in order for us to create a world that sees everyone as one, that knows that everyone deserves to be loved, deserves to have an amazing, joyful life, I be that so you can be that. Because that's who we are here to be. Let's begin to practice authenticity Let's begin to practice forgiveness. Let's begin to practice accountability, taking responsibility for our own feelings and emotions. Let's set healthy boundaries so we can create healthy relationships. And when we start that practice, that sacred practice in our homes, with ourselves first, and then in our homes, in our neighborhoods, in our towns, it begins to spread, infecting everyone. And so we can live in a world that is truly see each other with love, through the eyes of love, not through the eyes of fear. And that when we see fear, we can face it so we can dissipate its power from our lives. I claim abundance in your life, abundance of health, abundance of love, abundance of peace, abundance of joy, of grace. I claim that all your personal, professional, business flows with ease and grace. And as I speak these words, I know that they do not come back to me void. I give thanks for this knowing. I am grateful that I know this truth, that I'm not just merely speaking words, that I'm living this. I have experienced and I'm experiencing this truth. And because I've experienced it and I experienced it for myself, I know it is so for you as well. I give thanks for this and so much more, and I release it, knowing it is so. And so it is, and now it is. Ashe, amen. And so now we are going to this what we just did was a prayer. Okay, this is a 5-step prayer. And so what I like to say to you is that at One Love Center, we have prayer professionals. We are ready, willing, and able to remind you that spirit is the power, charge, and always and already within you for your immediate use. So send your requests for prayers. Send your requests at onelovecenter.org or send us a message. Our line 646 a 6 a let's see a 60685 646-685-3344. You can see it on the screen. Or you can call Centers for Spiritual Living Global Ministry of Prayer. You can email them at the email that is showing there, or you can give them a call at 424-235-4326. Please know that all your prayers are confidential. We do not share your prayers with anyone. We keep praying for you for 7 days. After 7 days, if we don't hear for you, we will assume that the prayer has been, that the whatever you were praying for, that you request prayer for, has been resolved. And if it's not resolved, let us keep praying for you. Ernest Holmes says, pray, pray, pray until you manifest what is in your heart, or that situation disappear. Okay. At this moment, we also like to say thank you for your generosity. For all of you who have continued Yes, so here I am. Oops, looks like I'm here twice. Okay. Technology, we must love it. So, as I was saying, um, we thank you for your generosity. We thank you for all the times and all the years that you have been supporting One Love Center with your general donations, and continue to send those donations to us month after month, year after year. And for those of you that are new to our broadcast in our community, we invite you to send your donations in the form of money, and we also have other forms that you can donate. You can donate your time and your skills. And when you send your donations to us, you can go to onelovecenter.org, click on the link, and click on the donate button, and it's going to take you to the donation page, the PayPal, and then you can just simply send your donations. Whatever amount is in your heart to send, send it. It does not matter if it's small or large. We are here open to receive $1, $1 million, whatever dollar amount you choose to give, but give from a place of love, give from a place of abundance, give with joy. It's very important that you do that, because if you give from a place of scarcity, it will not, what you're doing is that you are activating the law of scarcity. So if you give with joy and abundance, you will activate the law of circulation of abundance in your life. And it comes in so many ways, because abundance, in case you didn't know, abundance doesn't only means money. Abundance and prosperity means health, love, joy, fun, a lot of other things, not just money. Money is just one form of it. Huh? And so I invite you to do the abundance, for the abundance affirmation. So put your hands in your heart, okay? And with that amount in mind that you are sending to One Love Center, we said money as one of the many gifts of spirit is good. As I share my offerings, I know that I am actively creating a space to receive more gifts, more money, and more good. I am grateful for the ability to give and for the good work this gives to in our center, in our world. And now it is. So one thing that I did not mention is that you can also send your money by cash, by using Cash Me app. And our symbol there is $One Love CSL. And another thing that I like to mention is that you can also automatically set PayPal to send your donations every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever timely manner that you would like to send donations to One Love Center. So like that, you don't have to think about it. I set that up many years ago, and I don't think about it. I just know I just get a message with PayPal letting me know that my money has gone to One Love Center. And I like that, because there has not been one time that I don't have the money in my account to send, to share with One Love Center. And I am grateful for the ability to be able to give in the way I do. And so I invite you to think about that and set that up for us. And so now we will go into we're gonna go into the next, into the announcements. Number one, I want to say thank you to all of you who are here now for all your comments. I'm not sure exactly how to look into the comments. And so I just want to say thank you for your comments. Make sure that you continue the conversation. Just because we finished this Sunday service celebration, we can continue the conversation throughout the week. Huh? And we will answer your questions. We will answer your comments. So continue to follow us, continue to share this broadcast with your friends and family on all your social media pages, so more people can benefit for what we offer here. And so, the book of the month is what it takes to heal. That's the book of the month. That's the book that we have been reading this month, and that has been suggested for us to read this month. Really good book to help us have some reflections. Also, as I mentioned earlier, this is another way for you to give. We are always looking for tech support. One Love Center is requesting technical assistance for our Sunday broadcast. So if you know someone, or you know someone who has the heart to serve our mission, we would love to have a conversation with them. They don't have to serve every Sunday, but we will welcome their help, and they can give us a call at the number that is showing up in the screen. And that is 646-685-3344. Or they can send us an email at onelovecenter.org. Thank you for that. In the Science of Mind magazine, we have Reverend Dr. John Waterhouse. And for today, is the affirmation for today. It says, I expect the best for my life today and always. And the Holmes quote that he shared here is, no matter how much good you are experiencing today, expect greater good tomorrow. Try this magic of expectancy. Yes, we always expecting more and more and more. And so what I want to say to you is that if you have not been enrolled into the magazine of Science of Mind, we invite you to go to our onelovecenter.org page, to our website, subscribe to our mailing list, and you will get a 6 months subscription for the Science of Mind magazine. Science of Mind magazine has helped me so much. I remember at the beginning of my journey with this philosophy, it was one of the greatest resource I have had in my life. And so go to www.onelovecenter.org and get subscribed to our mailing list and get this magazine for free. Okay, this is our gifts to you. Next, we have the next thing that we have is we have a conference for the date is coming up. That date is August 13 to Sunday, August 16, on the beautiful grounds of Unity Village. So this is experience. We're gonna share a video so you can be part of the New Thought conference of people of African descent. Here's the video to share with you.
Rudy Nyumbani is Swahili for come home. The People of African Descent New Thought Group invite you to follow your ancestral call to attend Celebrating Our Soul, Claiming Our Sacred Power at Unity Village from August 13th through 16th, 2026. This special time calls you to awaken, remember your sacred power, take the journey to transform challenge into conquest, where you depart from your former self to embrace your genuine power. Our music will inspire you. Our singers will awaken you. Keynote speakers like Ishmael Tete will serendipitously or intentionally connect you with your spirit and your roots. Reverend Michael Beckwith will have you on your feet, either praising God or getting down from your inner spirit to the top of your crown chakra. The African drummers from the Traditional Music Society and the Isoke dancers will have you dancing with your ancestors. And the brilliant masterclass presenters will open your minds and hearts in miraculous ways. Energy healing workers will restore your body so that it is in alignment with your newly revived spirit. You can get Reiki, a massage, craniosacral therapy, or do daily Qigong with Baji Daniels. There are many activities on the program and a couple of off-site trips. But you can stay on the grounds and chill if you'd like. Enjoy the fountains or labyrinth or peaceful trails, or simply chill with your friends. If you can't be there in person, don't fret. Our virtual option is now available. Virtual registrants will be able to access the Zoom recordings 2 weeks after the conference ends, Monday, August 31st. The recordings will be available for 1 month through September 30. To be there virtually on Zoom, go to padntg.breezechms.com/form/COS virtual 2026. Again, that's padntg.breezechms.com/form/COS virtual 2026. It's up to you how you celebrate your soul. But whatever you do, please celebrate you and get your ticket today at padntg.org. See you there.
Yay. So make sure that you register for that. And now we thank you for sharing with us today. We invite you to join us next month, where the theme will be the fear and the furious, and our topic, anger as a force for change. So join us next Sunday, the same channel. Share this channel with your friends and family in your pages, and help us spread the good news. Okay, that's one way that you can help spread the good news and make a world a better place for all of us. Now I like to do a benediction, and then we're gonna do a song, and then that will be the end of it. So allow ourselves to just be present in this space. Hold on a second. Okay. Just allow yourself to be present in this space. I am grateful for technology. I'm grateful for Reverend Rodney in the back, in the studio, for helping, assisting, and for all of you who have been here joining us, and for all of you who will be watching this broadcast later on. I'm grateful for technology. I'm grateful for all that made this possible. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for the topic. I'm grateful for all of you who have heard the voice of God through me, as me, and in me. I am knowing that you have received the message, the practice to live your life the best way that you can. This is a journey, a beautiful journey, when we allow ourselves and we open ourselves to live it fully. And so I am knowing that this week is a good week. It's a very good week. And it's a week that moves with ease and grace for you and yours. And so it is, and now it is. Ashe, amen. So now we bring out the song. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, here it is.
Joyous sacred celebration. We give thanks for all we are. Every soul has come so far. Love in action, service true. The divine spirit that is you. We're awakening, can't you see? Living love and living free. One love, one life, one spirit divine. One heart, one life. Your journey and mine, where compassion to this sacred space where we honor every face, the splendor of the God in you, shining through in all you do, learning, growing hand in hand. Together we will understand, prosperous, giving, hearts set free. One love is our destiny. One love, one life, one spirit, divine. One heart, one life, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. Oh, one love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. One love, where love grows all around. One love, where love grows all around. Welcome home to one love. Yeah. Welcome home to one love. Where love grows. Where love grows. Where love grows.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an amazing weekend. I mean, amazing week. And we'll see you next week, next Sunday. Ciao, ciao.